どんぐらい切るって？
Maybe like that? Is that too much?
いや、もっと切ってもいいんじゃん。もうちょっと上は？
My hand doesn't reach.
Yes, as you can see, I was in dire need of a haircut. But instead of going for a haircut in Melbourne, I decided I'd wait until I was on holidays and go and experience getting my haircut in Japan. The salon was located in Ibaraki, an area in the north of Osaka. We had some time to kill before our appointment, so we went and did a little bit of exploring. But first, we needed to get me an ikoka, which is a rechargeable electronic card that you can use to ride the trains around Western Japan.
Thank you.
We later found out that you don't actually need a physical card anymore. You can just get the ikoka on an app on your phone.
You can use this for the 7-Eleven, but also the train station.
And you know I can't walk past a 7-Eleven without going in. So this is a fridge that contains both cold and hot drinks. So I grabbed myself nice warm green tea before I went looking for some strange things, which I found pretty quickly. Not sure why you would be selling pickled garlic at a train station convenience store, but I am all here for it. The other thing that always surprises me is how often people stand around reading the magazines that are for sale without being told off or purchasing them afterwards. And some convenience stores in Japan will actually have an eat-in corner within the actual convenience store where you can use the microwave or kettle provided to charge your phone and have some lunch, especially because Japan has a culture where eating while walking is frowned upon. So this is very convenient.
Amazing. Now the challenge is when you throw it away.
Yes, Japan is notoriously well known for its lack of public rubbish bins, despite being one of the cleanest places you will ever see in the world.
So this is a bike and walking area, but there's no rules in terms of where bikes are supposed to go and where you're supposed to walk. And there are no accidents though. So people just move out of each other's way and will go around each other. So people are constantly like paying attention to their surroundings so that they don't bump into each other. It's pretty amazing.
右側通行。
Gihon.
基本
But people are like still, everybody works around everyone.
Among the suburban streets, we stumbled upon this children's playground, and it's such a striking difference to how children's parks look in Australia, and I really wanted to capture that. But back to our story, Kay was really insistent that he wanted to go to a karaoke bar. So with 1 hour to go before our hairdressing appointment, guess where he dragged us along to?
Is it free refills? Oh wow. That's beer.
Oolong tea.
Oh, oolong tea, and that's Lipton. And what's the last one? Coffee.
Coffee.
Who am I kidding? I love karaoke in Japan, and it was the middle of the day, so we opted for the free soft drinks as opposed to the unlimited drinks that you can order.
Oh my god.
And we ended up getting this huge room that could fit about 10 people, even though it was just the two of us.
Oh, it's sanitized.
I'm not going to pain anyone with our horrible singing voices, but I can tell you I now understand why Kay thinks of this as stress release.
920円ということで、1人、460円。
So like $5.
で、これはメンバーになってないから、メンバーになったらもうちょっとだけ安くなる。多分1人。
Oh, seriously?
400円ぐらいです。
Wow.
Finally, it was time for us to head to the Salon Menon to get our hair done. I was so nervous ahead of this appointment because I had no idea how I was going to explain in Japanese what I wanted to get done. Luckily, I had Kay next to me, but I have too much pride to ask for help. In the end, I just asked them to chop it all off, which turned out like this. In the meantime, Kay was getting a bit more of a drastic change, starting by bleaching his hair.
The little ear banging is so cute.
Ideally, he wanted to go silver, but he was informed that his hair was too dark and too thick, so the closest thing they could get was a purple that would eventually fade into a light grey. So, including a treatment that I also received, my haircut came to a total of 45 Australian dollars. With our fresh dues, we headed to a local Izakaya for dinner. It was a Tuesday night, but the place was absolutely packed with quote-unquote salarymen. If you've ever been to an Izakaya, you would understand why I love these places. The food is delicious, the drinks are incredibly cheap. 2 people could eat and drink to their heart's content while spending under $100. We started with some tofu salad, kimchi and cucumber, as well as these giant glasses of ginger highball and lemon sour. Then we got a serving of oden. This was a giant piece of daikon, it was so soft, and some fried tofu, as well as a little bit of meat on the side. If you don't know what oden is, Google it. I don't have time to explain it here, but basically it's just a big pot of goodies cooked in a soy sauce based dashi broth. It was so delicious. Next we had some raw fish, and then we had some grilled fish, and Kay impressed me with his chopstick skills as he very expertly removed the skeleton and head of this fish. Next up we had the crowd favourite agedashi tofu. The sauce sits in a warmed flask at every table so that you can help yourself to as much as you like. Tamagoyaki in Australia is generally quite sweet, whereas in Japan the dashi flavour is quite strong, making it a very savoury treat.
This spring onion, 400 yen. This kingfish, 350 yen. This is more expensive. Cheaper.
So full already. I still have to drink all of this.
Yep, there's no rest for the wicked. Next up we had some tempura, as well as this whole jazva of grated daikon. I've never had deep fried tempura pickled ginger before, but it was delicious. And all that food and drink came to a total of 70 Australian dollars. I was absolutely stuffed after this feast. However, on the way home, Kay decided we were going to go check out the new ramen restaurant that had opened up in the area. We ordered their most basic ramen flavor to share, just to get an idea of the quality of the ramen. He was absolutely right. The ramen was delicious for the price, as well as the fried rice.
And I was really surprisingly busy for that time of night. It was 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. I can't remember. Anyway, that was our day. The end. Bye. Bye!